The LIU Sharks have their first games in program history, plus the USA men back to work in Torrance, all coming up next on a brand new counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Meskel here. Thanks for joining us on the counterattack. We start first with the USA men. Their road to Tokyo 2020 continues. A busy year ahead. We checked in with the team at the Torrance Aquatic Center as they're back in the pool, back home. Chancellor Ramirez and Ben Halleck telling us how things are going in the lead up to the 2020 games.
First week of full-time training with the team has gone super well. We're sort of in the phase of building our bodies. Obviously we have 5-6 months until the Olympic Games. So phase one is really sort of laying a really solid foundation with your body, both in the weight room and in the pool, which isn't always the most fun thing to do, but it's some necessary work. And coming off of these last two trips in Greece, Italy, and Australia, came off some really good training, recognized some things that we need to work on, and hopefully we can address some of those during practice.
Great so far. Today is our fourth day. Yesterday we had a half day, which was really nice to kind of take the afternoon and refresh and prepare for our last 2 days of training this week. We returned from Australia about 2 weeks ago, and there we had some important games with Australia as exhibition. We ended up losing 2 out of the 3 games, but from that we can take that we need to step up our one-on-one defense and overall condition. So this week we've really been doing a lot of conditioning, legs, swimming, all facets of water polo.
And now we turn to the USA women's national team. Family, always a big part of the Olympic journey. A special story for Olympic hopeful and 2016 gold medalist Kaylee Gilchrist. Her dad, Sandy, swam for Team Canada at the 1964 Games in Tokyo. We got Sandy and Kaylee together to talk about their Olympic experiences. Here's a small snippet of a longer feature coming soon.
The work ethic, the goal, and your determination to reach those goals. And you've reached them and stayed humble. I'm particularly proud of you, the way you treat your friends, the way that you're willing to go from one end of the state to the other on the same day to satisfy 2 obligations. Sometimes I think you're nuts to do it. I mean, I've seen you fly from Chicago to San Francisco in 1 day. I am particularly proud of you doing that. And I do think that your friends recognize you for that, and they don't forget that.
You're one of the people that installed the importance of treating those around you nicely and what matters with friendships and relationships, and I think that rubs off on Allie and I. We don't stress over the little things because we're reminded of what's actually important, and that comes from you.
More water polo this weekend as National League gets underway. Live stats available of all the matches via thefosh.net. Full schedule available right here and also at usawaterpolo.org. Looking forward to seeing all the teams this weekend. We'll have highlights of select matches next week right here on the counterattack. 2 big days of water polo this Saturday and Sunday. More water polo on the way. The ODP Boys and Girls National Championships return to Riverside later this month and in March. Full schedules out now at usawaterpolo.org. Make sure you head to the Olympic Development Program section. Looking forward to seeing some of the rising stars in the game join us in Riverside in the coming weeks. And then a few months after, we head to Indianapolis, Indiana, the FINA Men's and Women's Intercontinental Tournament, April 28th to May 3rd at the IU Natatorium, right there in downtown Indy. Looking forward to hosting countries from around the globe. High-stakes water polo, the first of a few major events leading up to the Olympic Games. Come check out teams as they prepare for Tokyo 2020. And now on to college water polo, up to Providence, Rhode Island, Brown University for history this past weekend. The Long Island University Brooklyn Sharks playing their first games ever in program history. They get their first win, too, a big victory over Austin College. Had a couple of close calls as well. Earlier this week, visited Brooklyn, New York to check in with head coach Gabby Juarez and freshman standout Jessica Dean about the experience of starting a program from scratch, playing those first games, and getting your very first win.
We really lucked out on our team this year because we're all such kind and genuine people, so we really all clicked, and we're all like not from New York, so we kind of established a family within New York, or within our team, and it's been great. I think we're really cohesive and we work really well together, and everyone respects one another, so in that way I think we are really happy just being equals and just trying to build this program together.
The journey is definitely emblematic in the score of a lot of really good competition that we faced. You know, Brown, we were down by 4 at the end, so I think that, you know, going to the first tournament, we surprised a lot of people, especially the water polo community. Like, even listening to the commentators on the Brown game, they're like, wow, it's a LIU team, man, like 1-0 after the first quarter against Brown, like, you got to be proud of that. And, you know, we definitely were, you know, and we also played some other great competition, and we want to get Austin College against Austin College, so that was great to have our first win. So I think overall as a tournament, I think we really showed the water polo community who we are as a team, and, you know, the style of play that we are aspiring to be and also have a little bit of. So, you know, I think it was a great showing.
Now on to the rest of our Cap 7 college scoreboard. Harvard, 1 goal better than Wagner, 11-10. Keep it East Coast. St. Francis, PA, the Red Flash upending the Siena Saints 17-15. Back west, USC in a Battle of LA all over LMU, 16-3. And then a little Big Splash early edition. This is not the conference matchup between these two, but Stanford over Cal, 10-6. And now we close out our show as we do every week with our social media send-off, brought to you by Kobe and bringing you the best of the water polo on the internet. And we start first with our winner of a free pair of Kobe sandals, RB138, chiming in on our name your team graphic. Had to have your hometown, your birth date. You could figure out your team. We loved everyone checking in on graphics like this. Appreciate everyone offering their team names. Some really good team names in there. Some team names that might want to adopt if I'm going to start a new club one of these days. From there, we go into the rest of the social media send-off. Love to see Irvine, California sharing our latest Skip Shot magazine cover. Thanks to our good pal Farah for posting this on her Twitter account. Great excitement around a brand new home for Team USA coming to the city of Irvine, California. USA Water Polo chairman of the board, Mike Graff, does a lot for the game, but how about reaching the top of Mount Kilimanjaro? And he's doing it in USA Water Polo gear. Where's the coolest place you've worn your USA Water Polo gear? Where's the shield gone? Send us a great photo. You can send it to us via Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We'd love to see those. The USA Women's National Team, we know their abilities in the pool. How about their abilities on stage in Hollywood? They had an improv lesson in Hollywood, California last week with veteran improviser and actor Billy Merritt. Maybe we'll see some of these ladies on stage, in movies, on the comedy scene after their water polo days are done. How about this celebration? This is in Montenegro for the Montenegro national team winning the bronze medal. Not the gold, the bronze medal. It is a massive party as they came home with bronze from the European Championships. And then our own Max Serving showing off the fashion, the swagger at the bowling alley. Anywhere Max goes, that's a cool place to be. And that's the best of water polo on the internet this week. Thanks so much for all your submissions. Keep them coming. Tag us at USAWP. Use the hashtag counterattack. That's all for this week's show. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, even on top of Mount Kilimanjaro, look weak side.